You know what? I don't know what the is going on here anymore. Look, I have a dog. What's a language you'd like to learn? I don't know. Probably English. I don't know. Does anybody remember the girl group Dream? No. Wait, is that her name? Forgettable. Running a country is very stressful. I was about to say special. What's wrong with me? Just because you had turned a year older doesn't mean you just get your ass eaten. None of this is funny. It's not that funny. Why am I doing this to myself? Oh my god, I have to giggle so bad. It wasn't even that funny. It's so sad how it hurts. I'm crying. Chongus hates it. Come back, honey. It was like silly or whatever. It wasn't that funny. But I can't stop laughing. It was so stupid.
No, actually, definitely did kill himself. We saw a real friend.
Oh my god! I can't stop crying! Hi, honey. It's okay. This isn't something that you just announced, sir. I think Courtney just broke. I know. It was funny. Oh, Chongus, what's wrong? Can someone please? I was gonna say, I don't know anymore. Oh, my fart cone. It just encourages retarded behavior. Oh, you guys. I don't think we need to watch some dude with a wine-stained mouth who brushes his hair with a balloon whine and cry about a man he hasn't spoken to in 10 years. It was fine. What was I doing again? Poor kid. It was kind of his fault. I'm drinking my Coors Light. Kiss my husband goodnight. Then I got in my truck. And then I yelled out, "What the?" This ain't your typical honky tonk. It's a really good song. A beep, 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 beep. This is Penelope Show. Do, 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 do. We're do, no, no. Boop, 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 boop. It's the Penelope Show. That's your song. Thank you. Beep, 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 beep. Do 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 do. Beep 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 beep. The Penelope Show. Oh. You couldn't give a about this, could you? Yeah. So what I've gathered from this is that I don't know what I'm talking about. Hello, everybody. Here we are. We don't have a Chungus with us. We don't have a Penelope either, but we do have this little baby. She's been very, very clingy. Sorry. Gosh, I need to get my hair cut really, really bad. Yeah. Does it get in your face a lot? Yes, it does. I know. I love you. Yeah. You like to smell my breath? Does it stink? Oh. It's so weird to me when people get pets and they treat them like tools. Like, oh, but look at this thing. Look how nice this is. It's just so cute. Why wouldn't you just treat it like a baby? Just treat it like a baby. When you get like a nice little friend. Yeah, you're so cute. Yeah, you're very snuggly. Yeah, everyone's names look dumb again. So I was scrolling through the twits and saw that apparently that YouTube is trying to make this a permanent change to avoid imposters. So instead of making people, I don't know, not what am I saying? Not allowing people to use like a duplicate profile picture or a duplicate username. They are doing this instead because they could look at all the AI crap that they have already. Like they could easily be like, somebody's already using this profile picture. You need to use something else. Somebody's already using this username. You need to use something else. I mean, it can't be that difficult. And if you're just some, if you're some, what am I saying? An anon account, you can come up with a different name. But if you're trying to is that the word? No, impersonate someone, then you're not going to be able to come up with a different name because you're trying to be that name. I was listening while cooking last time. I was yelling, remember the Lumi deodorant commercial? Stop putting things inside. Those Lumi commercials, the old school ones, the OG ones, those were so good. That was actually the reason why I bought Lumi for a long time. But it's rather pricey and it's not in my budget. I prefer that deodorant to anything though. Hey, Lumi, do you want to sponsor me? That'd be dope. Oh, please get rid of imposters. Yes. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to barf. I'm not going to barf. You know what? Today, I made the most simple lunch. And it's very... Listen here, welfare queens. I got news for you. You can get a very cheap meal. Okay? Very inexpensive. For $10, you get a pack of the beef barbacoa from Kevin's. You go to Target. There's a brand called Kevin's. Beef barbacoa. It's $10. You have to heat it up in the bag, okay? Let me tell you, that is very important. Because I've tried doing it just stovetop and it's gross. That and some rice. Okay. And the rice, I don't even remember how much the rice was. Okay. I live a weird life because I'm a baller on a budget, but at the same time, like I can't tell you how much gas costs, or certain grocery items. Like it, like I can't tell you how much it is per gallon or whatever, but I do know that I just make sure that I have at least $50 on me when I need gas. That's it. That's all I know. But I don't know how much it is per gallon or whatever. I don't know that much. I'm just like, as long as I have like 50-ish bucks and I'm close to a gas station, then I'm good. I don't know. So I have a weird mindset. Like I do kind of live life like a rich person in a way. But it's just more so that like, okay, as I'm shopping, I'm usually like, okay, if this is this much, this is this much. It's probably, if let's just average it out and pretend everything in my basket is $10 each. How much is this could, theoretically going to cost me? And then but I don't pay attention to exactly how much everything costs as I'm grabbing it. It's very weird. But yeah, so some beef barbacoa and some rice. That was like a $2, $3 lunch. I almost ate all the beef barbacoa, though. It was really good. So it can be done. And it was really, really good. Breakfast, I had a little bit of that pulled pork. Same thing. It was that same brand. I did that, and I put the Stubbs barbecue sauce. So that's $4. And you only need to use like half a jar per package of the pulled pork, if that. So you do the pulled pork and an egg and some bread. Very inexpensive, very filling, and it's very delicious. So poor people, listen, you don't have to live like a poor person. You can still get a lot of food for not very much money. Courtney, compared to the third world, they see poor Americans as rich. Well, we are rich. America in general is rich. Poor people tend to prioritize, I would say, some of the wrong things. And unfortunately, things that are basic necessities like a phone are way too expensive now because so many people are more than willing to pay well over $100 for a phone plan. And so somebody who doesn't really want all the bells and whistles and all that stuff. Like, I just want a phone. I just want a phone. For a while there, it was a struggle to keep a phone because I'm like, dude, this is like $100 and some odd a month just so I might get a phone call. This is crazy. So I'm glad that there are phone companies now like Helium and Mint that are like super inexpensive. Very affordable, yes. Okay, let's say hi to everybody. Frank is here. Hi, Courtney. I'll be at work when this starts, but I'll try to be listening. Oh, Frank. I know. I started at a weird time. Hey, Saw and Courtney Russ, hello. And AV Tom, hello. Michael Coulter, hello. Ashley Lane, hello. Meg Guinevere, hello. All right, who else is here? Lounge Singer, hello. Did I skip someone? And Duke is here, hello. That guy, hello. Russell Hall, poor people are supposed to stink. Well, even though I'm a poor person, I'm still able to shower every day. And put on deodorant. I just prefer the Louis deodorant. You need a doggy hacker proof phone next time. Oh, I wonder why. Dude, she's passed out. She looks so cute. Oh my God. You can still get a cheap Obama phone style plan. I know because my dad has one that he doesn't know how to use. It's like $8 a month. Well, mine is free. I actually ended up upgrading because I think, I think they did this to me on purpose. I'm so suspicious. Like out of nowhere, my phone like wasn't able to connect to the Wi-Fi, and I kept having to like shut things down and restart this and that and the other thing. And like, I couldn't watch anything or listen to anything because it kept like pausing because it couldn't connect to Wi-Fi. And then it was like, oh my God, you only used half a gig of data. And now suddenly you're already almost at the max. Like 15 minutes prior to that, I still was only at like half a gig. And I'm like, huh. What? So I upgraded to the $15 a month plan. I haven't used any more data since then. And I haven't had any other freakouts like that since then. So, oh well, it's $15 a month, whatever. And I can downgrade it again in like a couple months. So we'll see. Lounge singer, no pumpkin spice accessories. The thing is, I do think it would be funny to get something inappropriate from Russell Hall because it's a rite of passage as somebody who, as a content creator, you know. But I don't want to hurt Ferg from Russell. I'm afraid he might use it first. And it won't be pumpkin spice anymore. Oh, he's back. What did I miss? Oh, I was just talking about the food I ate. I had an apple and some beef barbacoa and rice and a pulled pork sandwich with an egg for breakfast. So I'm almost 100% positive I definitely consumed too many calories for the day. But I mean, I pretty much consume too many calories every day. Food? Yeah, that's the problem. I'm getting way too fat. I can't fit into any of my clothes. You need to send me fat girl clothes before you send me any food. How about just a nice picture of my wiener? I'm scared. Still pulling that pork, huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I got enough to last me like close to a week. If I eat it like a normal person and not like a fat person like I have been. So I have enough for tomorrow, and then I ate it all because I'm just a big old chunk. Yeah, rotisserie chicken and mixed greens. That's so cheap and it's so good. Rotisserie chickens at every single grocery store is so good. I've never had a bad rotisserie chicken. And the Costco ones are cheap. Oh, I should go to Costco. No, I shouldn't. I will end up embarrassing myself at checkout when I realize I don't have enough money for all the things I put in my cart because I'm like so excited to wander the aisles and just throw things into my cart. They have Lumi. Hey, Lumi, if you sponsor me, I could go to Costco and buy more Lumi. I really need Fume. Fume is I really need them to sponsor me. Cause then I'll be able to like do this a lot without eating. Yep. 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 That's where I'm at. Do you think there any stimulants out there like Adderall that might want to sponsor me? This stream is sponsored by Adderall. I always get that my intro song stuck in my head for like a while during the stream. Okay, let's look at this wholesome video. This is very cute. Are you excited? It's very cute. This doggy was diagnosed with depression after she miscarried her baby. So they brought her to a preschool to come and nurture the kids. Look at her. Look at her dumb face. Oh, she just wants to hold hands. Oh, cute. She really wants him to pet her. Just pet her. Oh, man, what a dumb face. God, that face. Look at her. Okay, well, guess we're not holding hands, so I'll just take a nap. I'll just lay down here. That's so cute. She really likes that kid. Oh, what a baby. Stop falling for this shit. The dog is probably AI. Stop being so cynical. Who cares? It's cute. The obvious sponsor choices would be Purina, Maidenform, and Porch Lights. What's Maidenform? I don't know. I don't want to know if I want to know what Maidenform is. Oh, underwear? Why underwear? Maidenform is for women. Why do I need Maidenform? Because none of my bras fit me anymore because I got fat. That dog is their lunch. No. That dog is their friend. Look at this. Look at, and there's this dog. Hi. You know that you're in the frame? Look up a little bit. Oop. Should I angle the camera down? There. You can at least see a little bit of her. Now I need another desk riser to rise the dog up. There, that's a little bit better. Whoa. Sorry, guys. Do you want to go in there? You look very curious. You're very cute. Okay, my hand's stuck now. Okay. You can tell this isn't US because there isn't a progressive pride flag and them reading a book about pumpkin spice accessories. Oh no, not the pumpkin spice accessories. You want to go out there? You need something? We want to see what the other dogs are doing? I can't tell if she wants to go out there or not. Okay. All right, let's get some energy going. I swear, my problem is I find stuff that I'm like, yeah, let's watch this or let's go over this or whatever. And then like we get here and I'm like, ugh. I gotta hype myself up. My back hurts. Okay, she wants belly rubs. I'm sorry. Hold, please. I have to pet my dog. God, you're cute. Hold on. I'm gonna let her out there because she keeps like looking out there as if she wants to go. Hey, I want your money. Give me your money. Super chat. Super chat. Give me all your money. 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 I want your money. Give me your money. I want your money. Give me your money. I want your money. Give me your money.
I wish somebody were funding me. I'm poor.
Hey, I want your money. Give me your money. Super chat. Okay. Should I stand up? Maybe that'll help me. Do something? Maybe that'll help me. I don't know. Anyway. You guys want some Britney updates? We have some Britney updates. Here's the thing. You can choose Britney update or more Laura Loomer. It's up to you because my hand hurts. Britney update. Okay. So a couple of things have happened since we last discussed Britney. She went out she just went out to dinner. Okay. She went out to dinner. And what's up, Douglas? You don't know? That's okay. So Britney went out to dinner with a friend. And do we have it? Hold on. I thought I saved the picture. Yes, I didn't. So paparazzi were following her around and they took this picture of her at a stoplight where it looked like in the picture, because it was very low quality, and you'll find out why in a second, it looked like maybe she was like lighting a cigarette or something, right? It looked like, well, what they did was they flared out the window to obscure what she was doing, to make it look as though she might be, or to insinuate that she was smoking crack, or even saying that it was a bad thing for her to light a cigarette in her car or whatever. She was eating a piece of chocolate is what she was doing. But that doesn't fit their narrative. So they had to obscure your vision to make you think that she was doing something else. And then they were like, she's driving erratically, where like all it shows was that she at one point she was trying to get away from them, and she like, woo, Dukes of Hazzard, like whipped around at a U-turn. But the clip that was going around the most was a clip of her switching lanes. Like she used her blinker and everything. So, but then they took a picture of her holding a glass of water and going like this. And it was like taken from behind. And they tried to twist that. Oh, excuse me. Hold on a second. Ah. So they took a picture of her from behind, holding her glass up, trying to say that she was partying and acting crazy. And then also the paparazzi were in the restaurant, and somebody, an anonymous person, sent her a glass of wine. Who do you think it was that sent the glass of wine? Was it the paparazzi? Maybe. This is all just like terrible and embarrassing. So that all came out, and it immediately was like, this is 2007 all over again. They're saying that she's acting erratically, and they're basically just saying that she's being a bad person in general because she left. What left? She went out with her friend. I know it's scandalous if Brittany has a cigarette and a glass of wine. And that's another thing too. Even if she ordered the glass of wine herself and drank the glass of wine, a glass of wine is a bad thing. Well, then why the fuck do we allow wine to be sold anywhere? Why are liquor stores a thing? Why are bars a thing? Why are restaurants allowed to sell booze? If one glass of wine is such a terrible thing. My God. But then also they have no footage of her actually drinking from the glass of wine because she didn't drink the wine. But then, yeah, like the first thing I thought when I saw that flared out picture looking really crappy, I was like, it looks like she's lighting a cigarette. Who cares? Who cares if she's smoking a cigarette? I mean, the thing is, like, yeah, I don't want to be in the car because I'm going to be like, I'm not going to enjoy the smell of it, but who cares? It's a cigarette. Can that paparazzi also tell us all the times that Hassan Piker reached for his Zyn tablets or whatever they are? Because that's nicotine. I mean, think of all the people out there that use nicotine patches, chew nicotine gum, use the Zyn whatever things. Aren't those awful people too then? Don't they deserve to be abused and forced into a conservatorship? Even though it's a widely sold product that anybody over the age of 21 can purchase? Every streamer on earth is constantly vaping. Yeah, remember that? What is his name again? Dean Withers? Is that the one? Respect my anxiety, Ben. Ah! Like, come on. We're like right now, you're going to tell me right now, if I leave this place, if I leave my house and I go get a bottle of wine and I go buy a pack of cigarettes, does that mean I have to be in a conservatorship now? For the love of God. Like, they're really just overselling this whole, she went and had dinner and went home. They really were trying to turn it into, oh my God, she's driving erratically. They were trying to turn her into Princess Diana. Hello? Oh, but the paparazzi, they're not bad for chasing somebody down. For turning an innocent drive home into a friggin' high-speed car chase. For crying out loud. It's absolutely insane. Oh, hello. I found somebody. Come here. Oh my God. Aw. What a girl, baby girl. She ate food. Yeah, she ordered a quesadilla. She ordered a quesadilla and a glass of water. Hello. Oh, why are you doing? Oh, did you do a trust fall? Somebody was doing trust falls. Oh. Your mouth stinks. You need to brush your teeth. Oh my God. She's just a little, oh, that's perfect sitting. That's a perfect position. You're so smart. Yeah, you're kind of a doofus, but you're very smart. But yeah, she ordered a quesadilla and a glass of water. They tried to turn that into like some, she's going crazy again ever since she's been out of the conservatorship. She's been losing her mind. No. I need to take some time and dig up footage of her before the footage. There was actually a documentary that was done. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to kill you. There was a documentary that I think it was MTV did it, and it's been like almost scrubbed from the internet. It's hard to find. I did find it a while back. I'm gonna see if I can maybe try and find it again. And there's footage of her crying and talking about how terrible the conservatorship is, and she didn't want it to be permanent. Chungus looks so serene. I know, she's just so, you really are like, you're just the best little thing, huh? I should really show you guys what she looks like when I dry her off, when it's like raining outside and they go outside to potty. When they come back in, I'll like wrap them up in towels and then I dry them off. And she looks, yeah, you love it, huh? She'll immediately, when she sees the towel, she's like, oh, and then she plops on her back. And then I'm like, no, 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 no. I have to turn her back up. She's so cute. Garvey, member for 5 months. A member for 5 months. 426.9. Thank you. You're just a boopik angel. You are. You're such a sweet girl. Yeah, whoever had the idea to put eyes and a snoot on a loaf of bread, they were like a genius. I want more. You are just my little loaf of bread. Yeah. Cricket's sleeping in the corner. Oh, the fade is weird. I have to like keep double checking the fade here because, well, I changed the camera angle for a bit there because of Cricket. But the sun's going down. Don't let the sun go down on me. No, I search myself. Not the only one I see. Dude, Elton John's the shit. Okay, so here is one update. We're going to read this article from Us Weekly. Britney Spears defended by restaurant manager after reports of erratic night out. Not intoxicated. Oh, what now? Paparazzi. TMZ was trying to report that she was out of control. Contrary to reports, Britney Spears was on her best behavior during a recent girls' night out. After Spears, 43, and her assistant got dinner at Red O in Westlake Village. Ma'am. You're so sweet. On October 22nd, eyewitnesses claimed to the Daily Mail that the pop star acted erratically at the Mexican restaurant before dangerously speeding back to her home in the nearby city of Thousand Oaks. However, the eatery's general manager, Oliver Wynn, exclusively tells Us Weekly that the accounts are not fair, realistic, or true. Dun, dun, dun. I was there and attended to Britney and her friend. She was super chill and really nice. She was in and out of the restaurant within an hour. She just kind of hung out, grabbed a bite to eat, and left. Wynn shares that Spears sat in the restaurant's recently launched lounge and cocktail area, where she ordered a quesadilla and no alcohol. Another guest or fan bought her a glass of wine at the bar and brought it over to her table. She was not intoxicated. That is a rough 43. I don't think this is her when she was 43, though. I feel like this was actually kind of a while ago. Like, I feel like this was like sometime in the, like around 2015 or something. During Spears' brief visit to Red O, she took photos and videos with multiple fans, according to the manager. I am slurring my words. I apologize. I looked over a lot to make sure Britney was comfortable in taking pictures with taking pictures because if she wasn't comfortable, I would have made sure it didn't happen. Brittany was just chatting with her friends and fans the whole time. They were very chatty. Oh, that's so cute. Wynn shares that Spears, who wore a black wide brim hat, an off-the-shoulder yellow top, white shorts, and tan flip-flops, was so sweet to everyone and even thanked the restaurant staff before she left while holding hands with her friend. I was impressed at how nice she actually was. I worked at other restaurants frequented by a lot of celebrities, and I've never really seen a celebrity to be as nice as Brittany was. As far as paparazzi footage of Spears swerving lanes on her way home, a separate source explains to us she was being followed by a bunch of cars and their lights were really bright. She was a little overwhelmed and just wanted to get home. Yeah. Us Weekly has reached out to Spears, a Spears rep for comment. Spears' outing came one day after her ex-husband, Kevin Federline, released his memoir, You Thought You Knew, in which the former backup dancer expressed concern for the toxic singer following the 2021 termination of her 13-year conservatorship. I felt an increasing urgency that I can't ignore, he wrote in the book. The truth is, this situation with Brittany feels like it's racing towards something irreversible. It already did, stupid. The signs are all there. Erratic behavior, the isolation, the cycling of people around her, the refusal to accept help. It's becoming impossible to pretend everything's okay. What are you talking about? He's so stupid. Yeah, switch your name to Sheen Bean. Is it Sean Bon or Sheen Bean? Can't they pick on someone else for a change? It's been like 20 years. No, seriously. Honestly, there's somebody on the inside here, somebody who's part of this journalist circle that is making a lot of money if she's in a conservatorship. When they're talking down about her, there's some Jamie Spears is probably paying one of these or someone in this circle. Obviously not these people. Somebody at TMZ or something. And hi. And as long as Brittany's in a conservatorship, they're probably making more money. Because it just doesn't make any sense that the media would be like this nasty about one person when most of it's false. And do you remember like how horribly they all treated her long before the conservatorship? They were always awful towards her from the beginning. Constantly saying that she was too slutty and skanky. Like, remember when she did her Oops, I Did It Again performance? The media just went crazy talking about like how scandalous she was. Can we see if K-Fed's book is in the news for not selling? No, everyone's afraid to talk about it now because no one's buying it. It's already 99 cents on Amazon. I'm so excited. But yeah, like there was one time when MTV like surprised Britney Spears. I think it was like, what was it? It was like an awards after show or something. There was like some event going on, and I think it was like afterwards or before. I can't really remember. Maybe it was before because they probably were really trying to rile her up. But they sat her down and just made her watch this video of random strangers on the street trash talking her. Like just all of them. She's skanky. She needs to lose weight. Like all this stuff, just horrible things. And they were recording her reactions to it. And she was so sweet and was just the whole time was like, oh no. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just not for them. And like all this stuff. She was so classy and everyone like, it just angered everybody because they weren't getting the reaction that they wanted from her, right? They wanted her to throw a tantrum and like be really shitty. They needed a reaction and they didn't get that. Instead, they got this like really sweet girl with a very classy response, which just made everybody on the video look shittier than they already were. Oh, it was terrible. They've always been terrible to her. The poor girl, she just deserves to be living a normal life and not be in this spotlight like this or under a microscope like this. Um, all right, what other stupid crap did he say? Federline 47 even went so far as to say that he fears Spears is getting close to the 11th hour. He wants her to because he wants her money. Something bad's going to happen if things don't change. And my biggest fear is that our sons will be left holding the pieces. They don't have a relationship with her because of you, K-Fed, you idiot. God, he's so dumb. He wrote referencing the ex's two children, Sean Preston and Jaden James. They love their mom. They've seen the red flags, but they don't know how to help without being attacked, misunderstood, or blamed. She's not blaming them. Spears has repeatedly slammed Federline's memoir, writing in part via X on October 15th that his constant gaslighting is extremely hurtful and exhausting. She also condemned his white lies, adding that she is the only one who genuinely gets hurt here. Yep. Man, it's so crazy, like how far an abuser will take things. Like that's abusive behavior, what Kevin Federline's doing. He knows that the behavior towards her is extreme, is very negative, very detrimental to a person, and it's very abusive. And he knows that if he says stupid shit like that, like they can't do anything because then they'll get attacked. Oh, you mean they can't come to her and tell her she's absolutely insane, knowing that she's been forcefully drugged for 13 years? Her brain is goo from all the lithium that was shoved down her throat for 13 years. They already know that. And instead, as a father, you didn't teach your kids how to navigate properly around a person like that because she's no longer the person she used to be. And that person's never coming back. And that is his fault, not hers. It's Kevin's and her dad's, but not hers. If he would have been on her side and not forced her into a conservatorship, maybe things wouldn't be the way they are. Must suck to be described as a former backup dancer as your title, greatest life accomplishment. I was even thinking, like, when he was whining and complaining, like, I can't get a job as a dancer anymore because of my age. Like, it's probably just because you're not good. Because you were still young enough to get work when you married Brittany, but you didn't get work. You stopped working. It's not your age, it's because you stopped working and you weren't even like that good to begin with. Same with your rapping. You were like, he's so delusional. He has no idea. Like, you're bad at everything you do. You're bad at being a husband. You're bad at being a father. You're bad at being a dancer. You're bad at being a rapper. You're not good at anything, but you keep doing all these things that you're really fucking bad at. Stop. Stop. Find something that you are actually willing to put energy into and practice doing well. Because you don't want to put any effort into getting better or being good at anything that you do. You want to be a mediocre rapist. You want to be a mediocre dancer. You want to be a mediocre husband. You want to be a mediocre father. You're a bad dad. I think that it's like really shitty usually to say like somebody's a bad parent because for the most part, like, I don't really know if there's like good parents out there. Like, I don't know. I just feel like parents will always fuck their kids up no matter what. No, in this case, I mean it with all of my heart. Kevin Federline, you are a bad father. You purposefully messed your children up, thinking that that's going to get you more money because you put money before your children, money before your wife, money before everything. And when you do that, you lose. And you lost. Thing is that you were born male. I'm pretty sure you were. You're pretty fucking beta. And men naturally gravitate towards working. Like, I protect and I provide, right? I mean, I think we all do as adults. We have like our own version of protecting and providing. And with men, it's like I go to work and I earn money and I earn as much money as I possibly can so that my family can be comfortable. But what he did was he leached off of a woman, which is some beta bullshit. Beta bullshit. And he just leaned into being a beta and a child abuser. And the reason I say child abuser is because teaching your children to hate your other parent is very abusive towards the kid. It really is. That is, you are purposefully messing your child up if you are actively, it doesn't matter how crappy the parent is, the other parent is. The other parent can be a terrible person. Like I was friends with a girl in school. Her dad was nowhere to be found. And my mom was like, she's like, don't tell her I told you this because she doesn't know. But, oh, no. This is how I found out. Sorry. So we had some project in school. We were talking about our parents, and she went on to talk about how her dad was out of state and he was running this business out of state, like a restaurant or something like that. And that was why he wasn't around. And I was like, of course, me, as being a kid, I was like, why does he have to do that out of state? Why can't he do that here? And I can't remember what reasoning she had. We were kids, but I was just like, something's off here. And I was telling my mom about it, and she was like, okay, here's the thing. Don't tell her I said this, but he murdered somebody and is in prison. And I was like, oh, she's like, she's not allowed to know. Okay. Her mom does not want her knowing. And the thing is, I think that's, I mean, it's gonna cause problems down the road, you know, when they get older, it's gonna be a problem. But I think that was a pretty good move. She just wanted her kid to believe that her dad was a good guy. Because you should believe that when you're a child. It can later down the road, when you're an adult and you're, figuring stuff out, you can learn that then. But as a child, like, dude, even when I was 22 and I knew exactly who my dad was as a person, when he died, I was still like, what are you talking about? I don't understand. Like, he's the biggest, strongest guy in the world. How could he die from a car accident? Like, my brain couldn't comprehend that my dad, the biggest, strongest guy in the whole wide world, could, be taken out by a car accident because he was the biggest, strongest guy in the world. Even though I was 22 years old, I should have already comprehended the fact that no one's the biggest, strongest guy in the world anymore. Yeah, also didn't want her kid to be made fun of for having a parent in jail. Yeah, there's a lot of like consequences that your kid can experience when it comes to having a parent who's incarcerated. But it's just, the thing is, like, kids don't use, and in that case, that was a more extreme situation, right? Because the dad was in prison. There wasn't really going to be, the chances of them having like an actual relationship were slim to none. I mean, at best, maybe the mom would let her know where he was staying and she might go and visit him in prison, right? But like, I mean, at that point, when she finally learns, there probably isn't any desire there. But like, when you have both, when the kids, especially when the kids have a chance to actually have a relationship with the parent, the last thing that you should be doing is telling the kids that your parent's a bad parent, even if they are. And in this case, she was very involved with the kids and just wanted to hang out with them and be a mom. I'm going to tell you right now, there's a bunch of stuff here. There's another thing in the book. We're going to watch this video too. In the book, in his dumb memoir, Kevin Federline claims that Britney Spears would stand over the kids in their bedrooms while they were sleeping, holding a knife. Hey, Kevin, why didn't you call the police? I'm just going to say, if somebody is threatening my kid, even though I don't have any, if I had kids and I find the dad in the bedroom holding a knife. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to kill him. In Minecraft, YouTube. I'm not just going to like take them and remove them from the room and be like, come on, baby, let's go to bed and call it good. No, I'm going to flip the fuck out. I'm going to call the police and be like, listen, my kid's dad is holding a knife, threatening them while they're sleeping. So I have to get very, very violent to protect my children. I need somebody here now before somebody dies. Please. You're going to tell me that 20 years later, you're just now telling somebody about this and it's in a book. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. That's abusing your children. You're announcing to the world in this stupid book that nobody wants to read that your kids were threatened with knives by their own mother. You're going to tell me that's not abusive? That's abuse. That is abusive. That is abusive behavior. If you loved your kids and you want to protect them and you want them to be happy and healthy, you're not announcing to the world that their mother was threatening them with knives while they slept. Get out of here. No. You're not protecting your children. You're abusing them. That's disgusting. Whoa, just read K-Fed was on some celebrity weight loss show. I do remember that. I think it was Celebrity Fit Club. Is that what it was called? Celebrity Fit Club, Celebrity Fat Club. I think did Dr. Drew lead it? I can't remember. But I remember seeing a clip of him and Sebastian Bach from Skid Row on there. Woo, what a disappointment. I will say when I saw Sebastian Bach was also on Ricky Lake talking about, and this was also like in 1992 or something, talking about the how cool it is to smoke pot and how he smokes pot whenever he feels like it and he has control over it. I think what happened is he lost control of his pot usage and got the munchies one too many times and turned into a big fat pig. Downsides of pot usage. And I'm not like super anti-pot. It's just like, I'm going to weigh the pros and cons of certain things. I'm just going to tell you, the average person doesn't need to be smoking pot. It's just like, it's the same thing the way I feel about alcohol. Like, yeah, whatever. I don't really care if you do it or not, or I don't judge you. I don't like to do it. There are more cons than there are pros to doing it. So it's just not, you know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and defend the usage of any of them. I'm also not going to sit here and be like, you're going to go to hell if you do it. Like, don't give a crap either way. Anyway, so I knew about that part, but then this is what threw me off here. He had an apparent heart attack while exercising and had to go to the hospital twice. That part I did not know. Wow. Have you seen how fat he is now? Because the thing is, he was on Celebrity Fat Club or whatever it's called back in like, I guess it was like 2008, because it was after they divorced. Of course, it was after he and Britney Spears divorced. He didn't have any money. What did he do? Immediately jumped on the reality TV show train. Does this sound familiar? I'll refresh your memories because we talked about this briefly last time. Jamie Lynn Spears, she did the same exact thing. As soon as the conservatorship was over, she could no longer steal money from her sister, like that $6 million that she stole to pay for her wedding that nobody gave a shit about. Wouldn't you know it? She was on like 3 or 4 reality TV shows as soon as it was announced that the conservatorship was over. Like, be a little bit more obvious, girl. And then immediately, a few months after that, her stupid book came out too, that she was originally going to name I Must Confess. Do you know where that's from? My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe. The song that's the only reason why anybody even knows what a Jamie Lynn Spears is. Get out of my face, you dumb whore. Anyway, sounds like an unfit parent. Yeah, you want to see what a fat cow he is now? Hi, sweet girl. It's so cute that you can just sleep through my chaos. You're so sweet. I mean, she's not like sleeping, but she's just chilling. My little... No, I don't... God, Britney Spears, she was just so beautiful. I must confess, I still believe. Okay, this one is not the most recent, but we're going to show this one anyway. Actually, no, we're not going to. I want to find when I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hey, baby, one more time. How do I use the internet? Excuse me, why are we showing me? I don't want to see the one from 2023. I want to see the one. Kevin Federline. Ugh. Kevin Federline 2025. Fat. No, this is not current. I know that one's not current. I remember that fat picture of him. That was before he went on the Celebrity Fat Club. This one, is this from 20? Kevin, but is this from 2025? I must confess. Okay, I don't know. We're going to show these anyway. This is Kevin Federline as a fat cow. Look at this. Look at this pig. Look at those honkers. He's rocking a solid B cup. I mean, I would say like a double D, but look how fucking fat he is. That band size is at least like a 44. So this right here, his titties might actually be roughly the same size as mine, but his band size is ridiculously way bigger than mine. Yeah, look at those B cups. You could screenshot this picture and then crop that down and probably pass it off as woman titties. What a cow. Yeah, we're here to tell you what a cow you are, Kevin Federline. Ew, you're gross, K-Fed. Yeah, Kevin Fatter Swine. Oh, man. I wonder how much attention being put on Britney was to shift attention away from Jamie Lynn getting knocked up and ruining her acting career as a teenager. I mean, it did kind of line up, right? Because like they actually sent Jamie Lynn away when she was pregnant. They didn't want anyone to know that she was pregnant. He's running to the fat ball. Oh no, I don't want him in my neighborhood. They like sent her away to some cabin in the woods or whatever. They didn't want her to be seen in public. Which, I mean, the thing is, like, that is actually really crazy to put a 16-year-old through that. Like, you shove her into the spotlight. She had a TV show on Nickelodeon, okay? She wasn't just like a girl in high school. You know, she didn't have a life of anonymity. She started off as Britney Spears' little sister and then got a TV show on Nickelodeon. She was massively in the spotlight from a very young age. And then you're like, oh, you're pregnant? Okay. And you hide her away in a cabin in the woods. That'll mess a kid up. A 16-year-old? Oh, that'll mess you up. And you can tell that the parents didn't like talk to her about like, you know, practicing safe sex or anything like that. Like, yeah, I get it. You're horny. You're very popular. And this is probably going to happen. Here are the pros and cons of having sex. And here are the ways of preventing STD exchanging. And also here's ways of preventing pregnancy. They didn't do that. Instead, it was just, they did what you're not supposed to do with teenagers. They're like, you're not allowed to do this. Don't do it. All right. Because it was in her contract that if she got pregnant, she would lose the show. So instead of being like, okay, here's the thing. You need to prevent pregnancy. Okay. Here are the ways. Instead, it was just, don't do this. Don't do it. Okay. You know how irresponsible that is as a parent to talk to teenagers that way? You can't talk to teenagers that way. I want to see him try to dance in that shape. You know what's funny too is to think like, because he was like roughly that size back in, around the time when he was whining and complaining that Britney Spears needed to pay him more money because he couldn't get a job as a dancer because of his age, according to him. Like, no, you're fat. Like no one wants to hire you because you can't dance. You can't dance. Yeah, we'll send you a way to fix you. That's like they did everything wrong as parents. Like, who in the hell thought it was okay for either one of those people to be parents? Jamie Spears went full beta and had his 12-year-old daughter earn money for the family. That's the part that like blows my mind the most. Britney Spears was 12 years old when she was on the Mickey Mouse Club. And he was so drunk that he couldn't earn money for the family. So he had his 12-year-old, and he sent her away, by the way. He sent her off to New York to be with not her family because the mom had to stay home. Lynn had to stay home and take care of Jamie Land. So she was with like her mom's friend in New York. I can't remember exactly what it was supposed to be for because this was like leading up to her getting the gig on Mickey Mouse Club. So I don't know exactly, like it was like some, I don't know, dance camp or whatever. I don't freaking know. But I'm like, dude, you sent your little baby daughter, so she was like 10 or 11 at the time, your little baby girl away from the house so that your drunk ass could be a lazy piece of shit and force your little girl to work to provide for your family. And CPS didn't come to take the kids away. What? I'm sorry. But I think somebody needed to step in and put those kids into some foster care to keep them away from that abusive psycho. But no. The opposite happened. They were allowed to stay in his care. He forced the other little daughter to also be in the spotlight to earn money for the family. And then got mad when the adult daughter decided that she wanted to get out of the spotlight and save money for her children and just stay at home and be a mom. He decided it was going to be okay to take away all of her rights and drug her. And a judge said that was okay. I'm supposed to believe that that's acceptable? Oh my God. Jamie Spears is a beta bitch. Jamie Spears is a beta bitch. You know who else is Kevin Federline? I have to say, though, of all the men on earth, why'd she pick that dipshit? Well, here's the thing. She was with Justin Timberlake, and he treated her like absolute garbage. He cheated on her on a regular basis. Now, I don't know how true this story is. I'm going to say it's one of those things where while I don't know if it's true, it is believable. But Kathy Griffin was talking about a sketch that she did with Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears. And Britney Spears didn't have a chance to like practice leading up to it. But so they had to do it like right before they were recording. And so they did not have a lot of time. And he kept interrupting, like, don't do this, do it like this, don't do this, roll your eyes like this, do this, blah, 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 say it like this, don't do that, don't do that. And she was just like, fucking stop. Like, just let us practice. Like, we're not going to be able to practice if you keep doing this. And I realized more and more, like, it sounds like he was probably like that. I don't know if it's true or not, but like I said, not sure if it's true, but it's definitely believable. And that's really sad. But he did cheat on her quite a bit. And then she got pregnant and he, I don't want to say forced her into an abortion. At the end of the day, she agreed to it as well. But she said that if he wasn't so pushy and aggressive about it, she would have kept the baby. And she really wanted to keep the baby. Oh, dude. Yeah. Have you ever talked about what Cher did to her son with Greg Allman? Her son's wife was trying to steal his inheritance. Dude. Yeah. Which, by the way, this is really crazy because I heard about it. It was a year after the Eliza Blue drama. And his name is Elijah Blue. And it happened a year after that. So this was what? So Eliza Blue was early 2023. So Elijah Blue was early 2024. That shit was nuts because they were trying to force him into a conservatorship, and they like sent him away to some rehab center for a while there. And then the wife, she tried to divorce him and take his money, but then she stayed with him. It was so crazy. But Cher was trying to take all of his inheritance that he got from Greg Allman. And so he was trying to fight it, and they were having court battles for a while there. I haven't talked about it because I don't remember all the details of it. And I think there's a lot more information than even what I learned. It was crazy. It's so sad. It's so sad. Like, Cher, for the love of God, like, he really did a number on Chaz, like forcing Chaz into the spotlight so early on when he was still a little girl. I think that really messed his mind up a lot. And then all this crap that she's doing to Elijah, like, the wife didn't want to divorce him. I read both her and Elijah talking about it. Okay, but I heard something about them actually ending up getting divorced recently. Hold on. Elijah Blue Allman. Okay, so it looks like they are still married. What was I reading? That might have been like old news that somebody was just recycling and then misinterpreting. Probably couldn't deal with all the damage Cher did to their relationship. I would say if they did end up getting divorced, that probably would be what it was. But my guess is that like when they were like on the verge of getting divorced, but like decided not to, somebody else caught wind of that and decided that they did in fact get divorced. Cher basically paid to have him kidnapped. Yeah, okay, yeah. And taken to a back alley rehab in Mexico that Elijah's wife had to get the FBI involved to get him out. Yeah, that's right. It was something super sketchy. I remember that now. What a mess. Like, that's your kid, dude. And it wasn't even like it was that much money compared to how much money Cher has. Like, it was like within the hundreds of thousands ballpark, right? Like, this woman has been making millions and millions and millions of dollars for decades. She doesn't need a few $100,000. She's fine without it. But she's so money hungry and so disgusting that she would rather do this kind of weird shit to her own child for a couple $100,000. It's disgusting. Choo Choo, do you want to say hi? Dude, Cricket's sleeping in the corner. I can't tell you. She didn't just want the money. She wanted the whole estate. So like all the guitars and music equipment left to her son too. That's so crazy. Like, I don't even think they got married, right? Cher and Greg Allman, like she just had a kid with him. Like you don't have an attachment to any of those things. He has an attachment to those things because it's his dad. Like that's his dad. But like the only attachment that you have to that guy is the kid that you have together. Like all of those things should mean nothing. Like why do you have such an attachment to those things, but not your child? So much spooky shit surrounding Cher. Yeah. And have you seen her Twitter? I remember like seeing some of her weird tweets during COVID, like talking about how she wanted to go volunteer for the post office and stuff. And the woman is off her rocker. Like she looks absolutely insane. If we're going to talk about somebody needing to be put into a conservatorship because they act kooky on the internet, it's that bitch. She's insane. And she needs to be locked up and kept from the general public if that's the way that she behaves. I said it. Yeah, but everyone I know still fangirls on and on about her. And guess what? Nobody can name an actual good song by her. Oh, I said it. First of all, the only song of hers that I can ever even remember off the top of my head is Do You Believe in Life After Love? Guess what? It's not a good song. That's not a good song. It's some stupid electronica song because that was what was popular back then. And she was so desperate for notoriety that she had to follow the trend to be relevant. I said it. Back in the 80s, what was that stupid song when she did the music video when she was performing on stage and she wore a thong shaking her ass in her kid's face? Again, she had to wear a thong and shake her ass in her kid's face because she needed to be relevant. She couldn't just sing to be relevant. She couldn't just make a good song to be relevant. She had to do something shocking to be relevant because otherwise she had nothing. I said it. I get it. She's an icon. And there have been times in my life where I could say that I like appreciated her also. But guess what? She's not that great. She's just another female singer out there selling her body to get people to pay attention to her. And now she's fully abused both of her. She has 2 kids, right? Or are there more? Fully abused her kids right in front of us. And we just turn a blind eye because she sang I Got You Babe with friggin' Sonny Bono. That was, yeah, I forgot his name. The only other Cher song I know about is because of an episode of Gordon Ramsay's Hotel Hell where that one hotel owner could sing Cher songs to her guests. Who's going to the hotel? Is it Turn Back Time? Is that the video? If I could turn back time. Volunteer for the post office? Sounds like she's searching for something specific. I don't know. Remember when everyone thought that like the post office was like shutting down or there was something wrong with remember like deliveries from the post office were like way far behind. Does anyone remember this during 2020? Like, they were like getting rid of drop off boxes and I think they were like reducing hours or something like that. Like there was a lot going on in the post office where they were like everything was behind schedule and she wanted to go help. She wanted to go volunteer to like help get them back on track. But she looked like a freaking cuckoo bear. That's not a thing. She looks freaking crazy. Yeah, she looked like a freaking nutcase. Okay, but we have to talk about this because Kevin Federline is a terrible dad, okay? And I'm pretty sure she somehow killed Sonny Bono, maybe greased his skis or something. Deep dive this for me. Do you think greasy skis on the slopes could actually like cause you to crash? A cuckoo bear. Courtney wants to pet it. I do. Okay, what do you think though? What if I got a panda? Panda bears are cute and they're useless. About a year ago, the county I live in told us not to use blue drop-off boxes if what we were mailing really needed to get to where it was going. Yeah, because I think, well, people aren't really using them that much anymore, which annoys me because sometimes I need one. I need one because my mailbox isn't that big and I don't want to have to go all the way to the post office to put a package in the mail. Usually it's just my stupid soda streams. So a blue drop off would be nice, but they've removed all of them. I'm very upset. Yes, you already have the panda version of a dog in front of you with a little loaf. Yes, my loaf of bread. I have a loaf of bread. I have a loaf of bread. Hi. Did you see the trust fall she was trying to do earlier? Oh, honey. I love you. Are you? She's sitting upright. You're beautiful. She's lost weight. I haven't weighed her, but she's gotten smaller since the last time she lost weight. Should I go weigh her? Panda bears are vicious. Oh, stop it. Too many of the arrow keys that unlock them were stolen and unaccounted for. Ooh. Boo. All right. Back to K-Fed, though. He's a beta, and he said that Britney Spears was standing over her kids holding knives while they slept. I already call BS. Most of us call BS. But here is her old manager. This guy was actually... He was one of the guys that everyone kept saying that he was bad news. Sam, I don't know how to say his last name. Lutfi. Sam Lutfi. I think it's Lutfi. They kicked him to the curb because they kicked him to the curb during the when the conservatorship was first kicking in because he was one of the quote unquote bad guys.
Is in the book that K-Fed wrote because he's saying Britney would stand silently in his teen son's room at night with a knife in her hand. He's saying that he accuses Britney of wishing her kids dead and punching them.
Let's address that. Her teen sons, which means that they were minors at the time. Their entire time that they were minors, part of the time that I was with her until very recently, she was under a conservatorship, which meant multiple bodyguards, which meant her parents, even though she didn't want them around, which meant nannies, which meant housemaids, which meant assistants and managers and people in the house, never leaving her alone. So you're going to tell me that she was just left alone when the kids were there and the kids had a story that she was carrying a knife and no one did anything about it? That just doesn't add up. It doesn't make any sense. So if the kid told you that, then report that. Call the lawyer, call the conservatorship, address it. Why did you wait so many years when the checks stopped rolling in and write a book and put it in there?
Because he saw her dancing with knives on Instagram, I'm guessing.
I guess.
The conveniency, right?
I guess. Here's the correlation. Hey, we saw her dance with knives, so I guess she has a tendency of holding knives. I've never seen a more protective mother in my life. Everything, those kids are everything to her, everything. I'm pretty positive that this is all, what the kids are experiencing is parental alienation. They've been alienated from her. They're forced to believe a certain horrible depiction of who she is, which is not true. And you're forced to believe these things, and so every action that she does, anything, they're going to look at it through the lens of.
Yep. And so this is the guy that was actually like spending time with her. Like he actually, was physically around this woman. And so, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and take his word for it. He's going to tell us what he saw. And you can just tell when is K-Fed seriously brain damaged? Yes. No, I think that he is extremely manipulative. He's a liar. He's a liar. He's manipulative. He's just a pig. He's just a really disgusting pig who wants to abuse women for money. So, checkmate, K-Flab. James made it. Yay! Russell, they're wiener biters. Multiple stories of panda bears biting off zookeepers' wieners. Hey, I have a question, Russell. Do you think I have a wiener? Why would that be a concern for me? Do you? Yeah. Why was his wiener out anyway? Yeah, why? I have so many questions. Why are there wieners out? But also, do you think I have a wiener? Why would I care or be concerned about this? Sounds like self-defense to me. Yeah, he was trying to attack the panda with his wiener, and then the wiener bit it. Courtney was a man before attempting to pet a panda. But why would my wiener be out? It's the principle. They're not going to bite anything off of me. I don't have a wiener to bite off. I already had it bitten off. Yeah, attempting to pet a panda with a pee-pee? If you're not petting the panda with the pee-pee, you're fine. You're not going to get your pee-pee bit off. Pee-pee bit off. Not anymore. Yeah, I'm concerned. Do you people think that I have a wiener? Because we need to have a bit of. Oh, I see what we're doing here. Okay. This is one of those like reverse psychology things or something, right? Like you are trying to get me to give you the Brigitte Macron treatment by proving to you that I don't have a PP by showing you a picture of my pussy. Is that right? You're like, oh, you have one. I'm like, oh my God, why would you think I have one? No. And then you get me to a point where I'm like, I have to prove it to you by showing it to you. And that's how you get me to show it to you. I see what you're doing. I don't want to live in a world where I can't pet a panda with my pee-pee. This is the craziest thing anybody has ever admitted ever. Russell, why would you? Oh my God. Yeah, Russell's trying to start a new deranged version of Me Too for male panda rapists. Oh no, Garbios. Why wouldn't you have your wiener out when petting a panda? I don't have my genitalia out for petting anything. Oh man. Because Brigitte Macron doesn't have a pussy. Right. But remember, she had to send pictures to Candace Owens proving that she's a woman, right? So what I'm saying is you're trying to get me to have to do the same. I have to send you pictures. You're trying to get me to send you pictures to prove that I'm a woman. Either that or you're just fucking crazy. I'm starting to think that you're actually not going for this. Not like you're really just trying to argue that you want your wiener out when you pet a panda. Hey. Since girls don't have a PP, how would they pet a panda? We use our hands and keep our clothes on. I sent dick pics to Candace Owens. She didn't ask for them. But now she has them so that she can't start trying to spread rumors about your gender, right? You're getting ahead of the problem. You don't want to be the subject of her next 8-part series. And you're just like, listen, I'm just going to send you a picture of my pee-pee so that you don't do an 8-part series on me being a woman. That's genius. I'll send her nudes too. Look, I'm a woman. Leave me alone. You guys, okay, did you see that also I guess there's like the site like the French version of the IRS site. Let's see if I can find this. Brigitte Macron. Whoa. Surgeon who announced Brigitte Macron's transgender transformation found dead in Paris. Oh, wow. I didn't see that. We're bookmarking. Whoop. But on that site, somebody found her Brigitte Macron's information, and they're saying that she's listed as Jean Michel. But that doesn't make sense. I'm like, it's very confusing because she, I guess, like already filed a complaint in this information being out there or being listed incorrectly or whatever. So she's already trying to like get around it. But Jean-Michel is Emmanuel Macron's dad's name. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to feel like a fucking idiot if she's actually his dad. Because I'm going to tell you, I called Candace Owens insane for thinking that Emmanuel or Brigitte Macron is Emmanuel Macron's dad. I was like, that's fucking crazy. Like, I definitely believe that she was his teacher and she groomed him. I think that that is very believable. They have a very huge age gap between them. And, Russell Hall with the $5. Oh, that's just great. Brigitte Macron gets naked pictures, but I have to settle for a picture of an unwiped butthole that looks like frozen. It's frozen in carbonite. No, Brigitte Macron doesn't get the nudes. Candace Owens gets the nudes, but I have to. I'm just trying to avoid being the subject of a Candace Owens 8-part series about my gender. That's all. Okay, now. So Candace Owens was doing all this crazy deep diving and was claiming that Brigitte Macron and Jean-Michel Emmanuel were related. And I was like, okay, this is insane. And then she was showing the pictures, the little kid pictures of there was some little boy, and it looks very similar to her. And she's saying like this was Brigitte Macron as a child, as a boy child. But then she went off on some weird tangent. It was the weirdest thing because it was like her brother died. And his final wishes was for her to live life as him or something really weird. But it doesn't make sense because if she was a girl and he was a boy, then she would be presenting as a boy right now. She's supposed to be living her life as him. Your soundboard is acting up. It cuts out or it's quiet or something. Oh, you know what? Let me try something really quick. Was that better? I was trying a different sound setting. But that would mean if it thinks that my soundboard is background noise, then that would mean it was trying to mute the background noise. So if that's better, then we'll just keep it this way. But anyway, that weird theory sounded crazy. But then I also was like, this sounds absolutely insane with what's her butt, Candace Owens, saying that Brigitte Macron is Emmanuel Macron's dad. But then why would French's Social Security have Brigitte Macron listed as Jean-Michel Macron, which is, I think that's his name, right? That's the name. Let me see. Yeah, Jean-Michel. So let's see here. Oh, dang it. That thing I got all hyped up about, I think have already been debunked. Surgeon Francois Favre death is fabricated. No records exist of him or alleged events stemming from a recycled transvestigation hoaxes. Okay. Brigitte Macron. Okay. Oh, what is this website? VaticanCatholic.com. All right. All right, let's see here. Okay. All right, perfect. Thank you, McGuinevere. Keep it. Excellent. Okay. Brigitte Macron listed as a man on an official French government document video. Oh, video. Boo. Hindustan Times. Can I just get like a normal publication? Why Hindustan? My God. I mean, the thing is, I hate the usuals. Brigitte Macron forced to alter her style as she struggles. No. I want Macron's to submit scientific evidence to U.S. court. That's not new. I want... So it's a French government document listing her as Jean-Michel. But I just don't understand. Are you sure that that's her that's being listed as Jean-Michel? Or is that Jean-Michel? Because Jean-Michel is a person. And I'm going to tell you something. I have a twin sister. So obviously this isn't, my father-in-law. It's my twin sister. But there were legal and government documentation that mixed us up. Because we were born on the same day and we have almost the same social security number. I think I've talked about this before. Where I was struggling to get decent car insurance because not only did they think that that I was my sister, but my sister had dealt with a hit and run where somebody else hit her car and ran off, and they had that claim filed incorrectly that she was the one at fault. So thankfully, I actually was having all those struggles because then I called her and was like, what the hell is this all about? And she was like, what are you talking about? So she got to iron that stuff out. And so she was able to get lower insurance rates after that. Oh no. It just takes so long. Breaking news! Candace Owens requests strange pictures of Courtney Brooke. More at 11. So the thing is, okay, I'm going to keep an open mind here. Wait, hold on. This article details reasons for dismissal of the case against the couple who falsely declared Jean-Michel Trogneau as, aka Brigitte Macron. Wait. Hold on. Was that the name? Whoa, I thought it was Jean-Michel, but I thought it was his dad. Oh, that's his name. Emmanuel Jean-Michel Frederic Macron. How many names do you need, Gaptooth? Also, does anyone else think that it's like crazy how poor they look? Even though they're French, well, not royalty, but they're the French elites. Like, does he not know that he's the prime minister of France? He can't get his choppers just like looked at. And then her with the Party City wigs. Babe, you're rich. You're the first lady of France. Cardi B shouldn't have better wigs than you. Okay. We still have the breaking news background. Although that might have been a fitting background for that. But what are we doing here? Have you seen, like, Cardi B's wigs are amazing. Brigitte Macron, on the other hand, that's one thing with her. Okay, because the thing is, like, you can, if you look and see how petite she is, she has like tiny little feet. They're like smaller than Melania Trump's. Her head, like the shape of her head and the size of her head and everything, like it's very feminine. It's like, I'm like, okay, this is believable that she's a woman. She's very tiny. But then you kind of sometimes you see her walk or the way she sits down, and you're like, okay, well, that's masculine. I don't know. Also, though, let's be real. She's in her 70s. After menopause, our testosterone levels do go up as women. We do actually start to take on more masculine mannerisms and features as we get older. It's just a fact. Now, but I'm just going to say, if you're a woman and you're that loaded that you're the first lady of a country, a developed country, I should say, you're not wearing a wig like that. Like I always said, you know, because for me, I've been poor my whole life. So a lot of times my style, I mean, look at me, I'm wearing an MTV sweater tonight for crying out loud. I don't have like a lot of style going on. However, if I were still most likely, I'm not going to really care that much about what I look like either. Like I'm really just sort of like, whatever. I just want to be comfortable. However, if I have the money and I have a status, I'm not leaving the house unless I look perfect. And I know what a good wig looks like. I've seen it. I've seen it in action. If I had that kind of money that they have, I'm hiring somebody to make my wig look perfect. So I have to say, doing that is a dude move. Yeah, I'm just going to grab this freaking Party City wig, throw it on, no, who gives a shit, and call it good. Look, it looks so nice. It looks real, right, hon? That's a dude move. That is a dude move. That is what dudes do. I don't care how old she is. Because the older we get, the more we kind of give up. You're so cute. You're a pretty girl. Well, that's a dude move. Maybe she's banging her wig dude, but her wig dude better be giving her like the best wig of her life. Because if I'm banging you, my wig dude, and I'm looking like shit, I'm not banging you anymore. I'm not giving you any money, and I'm never gonna hire you to do my wig ever again. So is he trying to tell her he hates that pussy? Or booty hole, whatever it is? Oh, they're banging after the wig guy puts on. So he doesn't have good wig glue. Well, so here's the thing. It's not that it's messed up. It's that like she doesn't have a hairline. Hold on. Oh, that is his. Okay. Jean-Michel Macron is his dad. Okay. Is every dude in France named Jean-Michel? Because they're also saying that her brother's name is Jean-Michel. So his dad's name is Jean-Michel. His name is Emmanuel Jean-Michel Frederic because he needed 67 names. No one's here to see you. Boo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, so this looks better than like what I like remembered seeing her as. Those false lashes look good. Like this actually looks like rather feminine. The nose, there's something weird going on just right here. I think there's like too much space here. She needs like a little bit of lip filler to like, there's too much space in the philtrum area. And like, the nose is too short. Her nose is too short. That doesn't mean she looks like a man. She's, kind of. But if you see here, like her hair, well, first of all, her hair looks plastic. It needs to be steamed. And then it needs to be like blasted with a little bit of dry shampoo because it looks plastic. Then she doesn't have a hairline. Hi, honey. You're so cute. Hey, okay. Reminds me of the lady that had her nose bit off by that monkey. You know who it reminds me of? I got these two. Look at this. I got these two mixed up. How the fuck did I do that? I don't know. How did I get these two mixed up? I got her mixed up with this person here. I think it's the nose. But yeah, so this is the Princess of Bulgaria. Look at that watch. But look at those guns. So apparently, Kalina here got some infection on her face and she had to have reconstructive surgery. And so she went into hiding. And while she was in hiding, she was working out a lot. But look at these hands. Yeah, if you're a princess, can't you get your roots done? Like, what is happening with these people? What up, ass butt? She's so hot. I got her confused with Brigitte Macron. I got them confused with each other. But look at these man hands and that watch. That's a masculine watch. That's a figure like Pearl Davis. But what is it with these people? That's the Princess of Bulgaria, and then you got the fucking what's her name again? Brigitte Macron. You have money. If I had money, you would not be seeing any of this or a lot of this. Okay, I would have got my hair highlighted and cut a long time ago. Okay, if I had their money, oh man. It looks photoshopped. Oh, sweetheart. Okay, back to the drawing board. Here, let's see. Well, this is cool. No cookies. Get away. I don't want any cookies. Barf. No. I want this. Expand this, not that. Oh, God. Not. It's like Twitter. Okay, so if you look at this. Look at this. This is a cool picture. I don't understand. Did she become black? Her hands don't look so manly here. Here, at least. But man, look at that. She was doing the grip thing. That is like, girl, how did you get that jacked? I kind of want to get that jacked. But yeah, so apparently that's the Princess of Bulgaria. She had an infection that caused her to have multiple surgeries and it like was like eating away at her face. But this is the weird thing is that she clearly something already happened by 2005. But it wasn't until 2024 that she emerged as this like bodybuilder. Even in 2018. So how man, I would sue that surgeon that fucked her nose up the first time though. Cause I get it. If there's something weird going on, you have to have a surgery. Like, but there was still enough of her nose there to not do all that. Oh, well, there's that one Coke nostril. Oh, infection. How did we get down this spiral, you guys? Was she trying out for Star Wars? She definitely looked like a fucking alien. How did we get down this path? This is what happens. Just last time when I talked about getting pumpkin spice creamer, and next thing you know, we're talking about butt plugs. I don't understand you people. Probably was a reconstructed nose job, and then she kept doing drugs, and then tore open the inside of her nose, and the infection got in there. That makes sense. I guess she can't sue them then. That sucks. Is the theory that she's transing herself on hormones? I don't know. Blame us. I mentioned pumpkin spice creamer and things got out of hand. The problem is that I pay too much attention to you people. And I just let everything get carried away. I think the theory is that she is turning herself into a gorilla. If you wanted a sponsor, go to the custom butt plug site. No, I need Lumi deodorant, fume for my ADHD, and a bed. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, Carrie. See, look, here we go again. Didn't we talk about pumpkin spice butt plugs Monday? That's what I'm saying. Is that we started talking about pumpkin spice creamer and things got out of hand. And next thing you know, we ended up talking about butt plugs. And I said I wanted a pumpkin spice butt plug from what's his name? From Russell. You need Plug Emporium. No, there's a website called custombuttplugs.com and you can customize a butt plug. I don't know why you would go anywhere else. She looks like she's gonna hunt a mastodon. Man, that sucks. The thing is, like, if you already fucked your face up that much, I guess if you're trying to distract from your face, you just work out a lot. How custom do you really need to make it? Well, if you want a pumpkin spice butt plug, you probably need to have it customized from custombuttplugs.com. It was health class with Courtney on Monday. Pumpkin spice tampons. I never even looked that up. Hold on. Yeah, pumpkin spice tampons. I was trying to explain to you guys that they're not real. Pumpkin spice butt plugs. Tampon. Yeah. Okay, shopping. Yeah, they're not available for purchase because you would get a yeast infection from that. So, Russell's over here. Stop falling for that shit because I was happy to see a cute dog wandering around in a preschool. And then he's over here falling for pumpkin spice tampons. I like my pumpkin spice butt plugs with whipped cream. Maybe they would give you your own line of plugs if you took the sponsorship. What, a line of butt plugs with my name on it? Why would I do that? That would restrict me to only getting into one line of work, and that's the one line of work that I'd be terrible at, and now it's OF. I can't do OF. I would never make money there. Please don't put me in a position where I'd be stuck doing something I'm really, really bad at. I don't want to be Kevin Federline. Just type it into Google. I did type it into Google, Russell. It doesn't exist. There's memes. Literally, look at this. So this is literally called a meme. There's memes. And then look at that. The pumpkin spice Tampax rumor closely resembled a similar tale that Durex was introducing pumpkin spice condoms. That too was a parody. Also, if you click on shopping, you can see here there's no such thing as a pumpkin spice tampon. It's just a bunch of tampons and a moon cup. It's just tampons. It's regular tampons. So you're a man, so you don't get, you never shop for tampons, so you don't know that those tampons that I just showed you are different from a pumpkin spice tampon. It's a meme because it's a meme, Russell. My God. Go shop for it right now. I want you to buy pumpkin spice tampons right now. Do it. Because I can't. They're not available because they don't exist. I literally just showed you. You get the fuck out of my face with your bullshit, Russell. I literally just showed you the list of all the tampons. If pumpkin spice tampons were real, that would have been the first thing that came up under shopping, and it didn't because it doesn't exist. He's so... Buy them. Please buy them. Go buy them. Buy them. Buy them. Go buy them right now. You can't. This is a retarded retort here, healer.
Men define all female hygiene products. Blah, blah.
Okay. Really? I'm going to tell you right now. I used to work in a very male-dominated field, okay? And all of the men that I knew who I was surrounded by that I didn't work with didn't know jack shit about what I did at the company. They didn't know fuck all about what my company did. They would have walked in and been like, I don't know what this is. And they would have left.
But they're men. They're men. They should know because men do it.
How come on? Who gives a shit? Yeah, it's fine that a man may have designed a tampon because he was trying to plug up bullet holes at one point in time. Okay. And they could be physically creating them now. And it could be only men and not women, which sounds crazy to me if you really ask me. Well, words are hard. It sounds fucking retarded. Women also work. Did you know that? But the average man who does regular shit like construction or even finance, send him to the store to buy tampons. He doesn't know jack shit about tampons. Did you also know that men design makeup? Yeah. Go to fucking Sephora right now and you tell me you know the difference between blush and eyeshadow, jackass. You don't. Always with wings. That's not a tampon. Dum-dum. Not even a tampon. You literally just proved my point. Courtney, you look damn good for working in the fields. I did work in a field. It was male dominated. Literally right under the Snopes article is someone showing pictures of pumpkin spice tampons at Walmart. They don't exist. Again, go buy them. Go buy them. Go buy them. Go buy them. Go buy. Oh my God, that is the fakest. Seriously, look at this AI slop. Look at this AI slop that Russell fell for. Look at this shit. This is obviously AI. This is clearly AI. Come on, dude. Take your own advice and quit falling for it, please, babe. Please, for the love of God. They don't exist. That's a yeast infection waiting to happen. Yeah. Go to Walmart, buy them, post it in my Discord. And don't send me this AI bullshit. I can't. Right under the Snopes article was a picture of somebody who saw pumpkin spice tampons at Walmart. It was clearly an AI photo. That's not even a tampon. Oh, wait, no, Tampax is a tampon brand. Sorry, I got so distracted. This is so obviously AI. Yeah, that's not real. Tampax boxes don't look like that. First of all, again, you're a man. You don't know what it's like to shop for tampons. I understand that you don't get it. You don't know what Tampax boxes look like. I get it. And you know what's funny is I haven't shopped for tampons in years because I've had an IUD for over 10 years. So like for me, it's been a while, but I know what tampons look like. I know what tampon boxes look like. I could easily go down there. Somebody tried to tell me like, oh, I've got a heavy period. I really need tampons, blah, blah, blah. I could easily find something for them that they would be comfortable with, even if they didn't give me a specific brand or type or anything like that. You, on the other hand, Russell, you wouldn't be able to handle that at all. You'd fail it miserably, which is great. You're a man. You shouldn't have to. You had an IED? Yes, I've had a roadside bomb inside of my uterus since 2014. You're not stating facts, Healer. You're just proving my point that the average man is not going to be able to shop for tampons for women. Like, or Healer, what you're trying to do is prove to me that you're a woman. That's all you're doing. There are certain things that women buy that women know how to shop for, and they're very familiar with. And real men don't know shit about it, and they don't get it, and they don't want to. Maybe sometimes they have to try because they have a lady in their life that isn't feeling well and really needs some tampons or whatever. And usually though, they come back and it's not good if they don't get what they need. But I don't know what you're trying to prove to me, that you're a tampon connoisseur or something. Healer, I don't give a fuck that you worked for Procter and Gamble. I don't give a shit. Who cares? You're not understanding the point that I'm making. Russell is some regular dude who clearly doesn't know jack shit about tampons, and he doesn't need to. And I don't care that you were married or had sisters or whatever. I have a brother who had a mom and 2 sisters for the first 18 years of his life. He doesn't know jack shit about tampons. He's had many a girlfriend. He's even had girlfriends who've lived in his house and kept tampons at his house. He still would not be able to go down the period aisle and be like, oh yeah, okay, I can buy this. Who gives a shit? It doesn't matter. Who cares? I don't know why you desperately need to prove to me that men know how to shop for period care. You're a man. Why do you need to know that so desperately? Like, is it that offensive to be like, yeah, so this is like a woman thing, and so like men aren't like that familiar with it? Is that seriously like offending you that badly? It shouldn't. Are you on your period right now? Is that why you're so bothered? Fuck, if you sent me to Home Depot or AutoZone, yeah, don't expect me to know jack shit. Who cares? But I've worked at companies that were, again, very male dominated. So I was around men, so I should know these things or something, right? But I have a dad. He was a mechanic. Why don't I know the ins and outs of AutoZone? I was married and I had 2 sisters. I know everything about periods. Okay, so Hillary Clinton has a husband who was president for 8 years. She's perfect to be the next president, right? Next time I call a plumber, I'll ask if his wife can come and help me out because she lives with him. So she should know. Come on. Come on. It's not that big of a deal. But Russell and his obsession with these pumpkin spice tampons, he doesn't even know what a fucking tampon box is supposed to look like. Well, I'm sure you're an expert. You know what? I forgot. Every man in this chat, because they dated a girl once, is more of an expert about period products than actual women who buy those products on a regular basis are. What do I know? There are probably more women that know car stuff than there are dudes that know the period aisle. I mean, women drive cars. Men, no matter what the situation, don't get periods. So it's just a matter of like, you have better things to worry about. Why the fuck are you worried about like the exact what a tampon box looks like? Who cares? Feminine product quiz. No. Pumpkin spice tampons are real. What's funny about this is that like there was an attempt at like scented tampons at one point in time, and they immediately went away because yeast infections. Oh, men drive tampons. I mean, the thing is, like, I know a little bit about a car, and usually I Google whatever the hell is going on with my car and try to figure it out before I go to an AutoZone if I'm trying to fix something up. But still, like, I'm not an expert just because my dad was a mechanic. It's just such a silly thing to say. I wanted to show my knowledge. Well, tell us what you know about the female period. If you want to show off about women periods, I don't know why you would. They're not cool. Periods aren't that cool. Plotbot. Constant rejection. The clear. I don't know what that means. You're no Panera deep throat. What? Oh, man. Yeah, anyone remember scented and colored toilet paper? There's a reason it doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, hello? Russell drives tampons into his hall. What is happening? It does still exist. Okay, I've seen there are people that do that. Those stupid. Oh man, I hate that they're things that show up in my feed in YouTube Shorts. But people will do what is it? Restock my bathroom, and they have colored toilet paper. I don't know if they've fixed it because it went away. It went away because the OG shit was not done well. Poise pads are used for light spotting. Then you work your way up through the sizes until you get to the folded beach blanket ones for the heavy flow. Oh man. Okay. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Really? Where I don't see it in the grocery store. Yeah. So it's not just like at anywhere. Hold on. Colored toilet paper. I don't know if it's scented, but I've seen that people have colored toilet paper. Okay, it looks like there's some that you can get on Walmart. No, I want colored toilet paper. Why was colored toilet paper discontinued? Interesting. Colored toilet paper was discontinued due to a combination of health concerns. Hold on, this my ding ding screen. I wish it wasn't like this. Okay. Health concerns, environmental worries, shifting design trends, and higher production costs. Health issues arose from potential skin irritation and other problems caused by the dyes, while environmental concerns focused on the chemicals used in the dyeing process and their impact when flushed. Simultaneously, a move toward neutral bathroom decor and the higher cost of manufacturing dyed paper led consumers to favor plain white toilet paper. Yeah, so skin irritation, harm to sensitive areas, like the Bajango. Someone probably had their butthole bleaching ruined by colored toilet paper. Oh, man. Yeah, I have seen like every once in a while, I'll see like a random clip where someone's like, restock my bathroom with me. And so every once in a while, like I saw somebody had pink toilet paper, another person had black toilet paper. So I don't know if that process is a little bit different now. And maybe what they're using is not so irritating or what. The what now? The butthole bleaching. Have you ever heard of butthole bleaching? Russell, have you ever bleached your butthole? The NAACTP, National Association for the Advancement of Colored Toilet Paper. Man, I was in this chat. I was in someone's chat and they were talking about the NAACP. And I was like, I made the joke. It's been said before, but I had to go with it. And I was like, when are they ever going to make a WAACP? And instead of people laughing and being like, oh my God, what did you think the N stood for? Which that's what I was hoping for. But instead, everyone was like, what would that even stand for? It's N stands for national. What would the W mean? Ugh. Like nobody got the joke. And I was like, you guys all suck. You're sort of talking to me like I'm Jessica Simpson or something. No, but I tan it regularly. Oh, so you do the opposite. So you'd probably like colored toilet paper. It could add like a different look, a different color. Worldwide. Well, because the N might not stand for national. I don't know. So remove the N and then change it to white. That's all I was thinking. No, I remember there was like somebody, I think that they just kind of like, I think that they were like genuinely kind of dumb, but also maybe a little racist. We're just like, we need to have a WAACP. And I don't even think that they were thinking that the N stood for the N word. I think that they were just thinking that you changed the first letter to a W to make it stand for white. That was all they were thinking. They didn't think anything past that. Yeah, that might be nice. Like decorating your butthole. Just a nice little different stain. Nachos. Yes. What is NAAC? You know what I mean. And yeah, what does it stand for? So yeah, what does it stand for? National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. I feel like we need to change that name anyway, so that we could be Nachos Association. It's Nacho Association for the Advancement of Colored People. WACP is Cardi B's next hit, the sequel to WAP. Ooh, what would that stand for? Wet ass advancement of colored people. WAACP. White associate. Well, that's another thing too. What if we were just narrowing it down and saying, okay, it's the White Association for the Advancement of Colored People because we need more white people to be involved. It can still be national, but it's specifically for white people because we want more white people involved. Oh, you remember this, AV Tom? I was in the chat that day. I mentioned you the N stood for national. Yeah, like nobody in there understood. They were just like, what? And I was like, dang it. Well, whose chat was that? That was a long time ago. We don't. we don't need to get involved. Okay. Well, I was just trying to help. Wet ass coochie. ChatGPT refuses to help me work on a plan to make pumpkin spice tampons. It says it's too dangerous, like I'm asking to make a bomb. Yeah, well, it's too dangerous for the Bajango. It's going to light it on fire, trust me. NAAWP. What does that stand for? National. What? Oh, crap. I already forgot what the thing standed for. Standed? Oh, no. National Association for the Advancement of White People. Okay. That's what it should be. So, but what if that one was really bad. I prefer the assassinator. I don't know. I just think that we should just change it from NAACP to the WAACP. Please stand it for the national anthem. Or, well, it's past tense though. So like everybody stand it for the national anthem. You know, they already did it. That is Sam. So are you letting us know who everybody is now that the names are weird? Because YouTube, they think that they're cutting down on imposters by doing this with the names. Instead of having stricter rules for usernames. Or duplicating profile pictures. Oh, you were wondering who it was. Gotcha. Yes. This is Sam. Okay, what did we learn today? Kevin Federline is a bad dad. He's a bad dad. He's a bad husband. He's bad at everything that he does and refuses to do anything that he can be good at, probably because he's not good at anything. Oh, did you guys know? I forgot to tell you guys this. I saw Frank at the vet. I decided it was him. Because he had a tuxedo cat. Like there was a guy that had a cat that looked just like Frank's cat in his profile picture. I was like, oh, that's Frank. He had like shoulder length blonde hair. It was kind of thin. And he had a mustache. Well, his hair was like, it was like brown and like, it was like darker. And it had like, but it was like very faded towards the end. Like it was very sun bleached. And then he had a brown mustache. And he was pretty tall. And he was wearing these like knee length like off-white shorts, and he had like a Hawaiian shirt on. Okay, that's not me. Well, that's what you look like to me now. It's funny because this guy was like aesthetically like he's looked at almost like every dude that my mom had around when I was a kid back in the 90s. That's what they all looked like. They had like the long hair. Yeah, well, the long hair. He seemed really cool though. I was like, he seems fun. I hope his cat's okay. Frank wears Hawaiian shirts for sure. I should have asked him if his name was Frank. I should have just gone up and like, excuse me, sir. I want to know. Did you think he was handsome? If so, it was me. I mean, the thing is, didn't you say that cat died? Or is that, please tell me that cat is still alive and I'm confusing you with someone else. I mean, the thing is, like, it obviously wasn't Frank because I feel like he had to have said hi. Like, for a second, though, I was like, how come, is that Frank? I wonder if that's Frank. He's not even saying hi, though, so I don't think it's Frank because I feel like he would recognize me. He knows that I'm here. Well, not here, but he knew I was at the vet that day. Oh, the cat passed away a while ago. Look at that kitty's face. Oh, what a baby. Yeah, that cat looked a lot like that. Black hair. Oh, black hair. Yeah, this guy, his hair was very sun bleached. Like it was like faded to like a dark blonde. Yeah, brown mustache. His skin was kind of tan. Oh my God. Wait. His name was Binks. Oh, that's cute. You guys. Do you see what's wrong with this picture? I'll move the mouse over by what I... Can anyone just... Is anyone here? Can anyone here tell me the problem with what we're seeing? I'm just going to circle this. Hey, it's edible. Yeah, it's edible. I see what's wrong. I'm diabetic and can't eat it. No one's getting those right now then. Well, they have a couple of days, right? Because it's November 1st. That they're not sure if they're going to get refilled. Yeah, so this is edible underwear, candy flavored panties, lingerie, G-string undies, funny thong for women. Okay, edible undies. That's cute. Edible underwear are kind of weird to me though. Like, oh, we'll get into that later. But they're SNAP EBT eligible. SNAP EBT eligible. Women and what? Oh, I don't know. This is just a screenshot that I saw on the internet.com. We can get them by today. I guess this was posted yesterday. I suddenly got a sugar rush, bro. Courtney, you need to get a wish list again so I can put EBT eligible edible underwear. Edible tampons are better than edible underwear. Okay, the pumpkin spice tampons aren't edible. They're supposed to make the Pajango smell better because period blood smells bad. You know? All right, I was going to get going, but that sent me into shock. And now I need to look up that listing to see what it's funny thong for women and who. Funny thong for women and what? Everything is technically edible. Ask a goat. I know. I was going to get a goat and I was talking to my uncle about it. And he was like, oh, yeah, we got a goat out here because he was in Eastern Washington. And he was like, we got to be careful because it'll eat everything. It'll eat your car door. It'll eat your fridge. It'll eat it'll bust into your house and eat not like in what's in your fridge, but like your fridge door. I was like, how the fuck can it do that? I was like, I don't want that goat. I just wanted to have the shrubbery eaten and stuff. He's like, I'll eat more than that. So I'm like, I work. What am I supposed to do if it can just bust into the house and eat the fridge? I can't. What? So I didn't get the goat. When's the last time you visited them? We demand a goat live stream. Oh, well, he didn't like have the goat, but this was also back in like 2011. So those goats are long gone by now anyway. Or it's like what, 2009, something like that. So those goats, they're not around. But it wasn't like his goats. It was like people he knew, I think from like church or something, that they had goats that you could rent out. But yeah, it's been a long time. I mean, I could probably just rent a goat. I don't know. We'll see. That'd be fun. Goats. There's another wish list that I would like a goat, please. My brother actually really wants a goat. He said that he was like went to a client's house a while back, and they had 2 goats, and the goats were like headbutting him. They kept like jumping up and like, like and they were like headbutting him as he was standing in the yard. And the lady was like, sorry. He's like, no, this is awesome. And he was like playing with the goats instead of talking to her. I was like, well, hopefully you close the deal. But he's like, that'd be cool, right? And I was like, well, not for me. They would eat chongus. Come here. Oh, I'm sorry. Did that scare you? Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, show your face. They want to see your face. Oh, I'm sorry. Did that scare you? Okay, I'm going to go. I know a guy who runs goats by the hour. No, Russell, no. Does he also think pumpkin? You're so cute. Oh, my step grandma had a goat named Jody growing up. That's cute. Yeah, dog versus goat death match. Chungus would die. Have you seen how dumb she is? She's just a sweet baby. She's just a sweet little angel. The only one that could actually put up a fight would be Penelope. Penelope would probably tear them limb from limb. She is terrifying. But Chungus would, she'd be gone within seconds. Yeah, just scared. I don't want you interacting with a goat. That's the noise they make. Russell, no, no. Okay, I'm going to go. My body says, my mind is telling me no. My body says, Courtney, did you see that guy in California that was doing 150 on the interstate on a motorcycle and got hit running from the police and crashed? I did not. I haven't looked for any body cam videos in a long time. We need more like that one we saw last time, though. That was incredible. Hey, Chapa, no, the bijou. Okay, I'm going to go. My body says stand up. But my body is telling me yes. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, animals with dopey faces, goats are near the top. They are. But then look at this one. Come here. You want to show your dopey face? We're going to go. Yeah, we're going to go, but I want to show your face first. She does not want to move. Come on. Yeah? Oh, I'm sorry. Ugh. Look at that dopey face. Show him. Show them your face. All right. I'm heading out. We'll be back tomorrow with more fun. So, oh, honey, do you have something to say? Ugh. Say goodnight. We'll be back tomorrow. Yes, we've learned pumpkin spice tampons aren't real, but the pumpkin spice butt plug is alive and well. You can customize it on custombuttplugs.com. They should sponsor me because look at all this press. Look at all this. What's the word I'm looking for? All this free advertisement they're getting. All right, I'm gonna go. All right. So tomorrow we'll be back, and in the meantime, nobody likes doing trust falls alone. Okay, bye. I guess that just means we're having to do this again. Oh no.
To an end, stars are fading, lights descend. Thank you for this time we spent. Memories shared, hearts well mend. We had such a great time here. Laughter, love, and moments dear. Every smile, every cheer. Now it's time to disappear. Oh, I will miss you till we meet again. Take care, my friend, my heart will tend. Until the day we start anew, forever hold our nights to you. Walking out into daylight, city's glow turns into night. Hold these moments nice and tight. In my dreams you'll shine so bright. Every goodbye leaves a trace of a night we can't replace. Take care in every space. Till next time we will embrace. Oh, embrace. I will miss you till we meet again. Take care, my friend, my heart will tend. Until the day we start anew, forever hold our nights to you. Of a night we can't replace. Take care in every space. Till next time we will embrace. Oh, I will miss you till we meet again.